Okay, so I'm going to be installing an invisible zipper today, and the first thing you need to do is mark your seam allowance where the zipper is going to go, and I marked it with some chalk. I have chalk up here that y'all can use, so I marked it with chalk. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the regular zipper foot, and you just lift your other presser foot off, press the little red button and it'll come off. Put on your zipper foot, and then you've got to remember to move your needle to the left or right. And I'm going to base, so I'm going to put the sewing machine on the longest stitch it will make, and this one is 5. And then I'm going to lay the zipper. I'm going to look at like where the zipper is going to go, and I can tell it needs to be right here. And I'm going to pin the zipper next to that seam line that I marked. And actually, since the opening is already serged, I can actually kind of put it along the serging also. And on the invisible zipper, it's recommended to leave a little bit of a tail, and so that's kind of the bottom 2 inches of the zipper, and I have that already marked on the dress. And then I'm going to baste it, and you want your needle to be closest to the zipper. So I do have the needle in the right position already. And then I'm just going to sew down the middle. I'm going to baste, so I'm not going to back stitch. And by basting it first, it'll help for you to have the zipper straighter and everything lined up. It'll line up with the seam better. Okay, and then I'm going to stop where I kind of have what I call a 2-inch tail on the zipper. So I'm there. And then I'm going to zip the zipper up. And this particular dress has a waistline, so I want to mark that waistline on the zipper. So that the waistline matches up. And then I'm going to pin the zipper in again and make sure it's going the right direction. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it right along the waistline, so that's lined up. And then I'm going to pin from the waist up and then from the waist down. And like when you use chalk to mark it, the chalk dusts off or it comes off, so you don't have to worry about the markings. Okay, and then I'm going to move the needle to the other side, and I'm going to stitch down along the zipper. And once again, my needle is closest to the zipper teeth. And basically you're just, the little zipper foot is going to be lined up with, I guess lined up with the zipper. I stopped there. Okay, and now I'm actually ready to, I've got it all basted in, and I'm going to change to an invisible zipper foot. And I'm just gonna cut my machine off and reset it so that my needle's in the center. And I've gotta make sure I've got my thread coming from the bottom and from the top. You want both of your threads under the invisible zipper foot. Sorry, I was kind of slow there. And make sure your stitch length is on 3. And it looks like a little train track, and my needle is now in the center. I'm gonna line up the zipper teeth inside that little train track of the invisible zipper foot, and I will back stitch so that it tacks it down. Either back stitch or back tack, however you want to say that. And your invisible zipper foot kind of keeps the zipper teeth inside the little track of the invisible zipper foot. And then I'm back stitching at the bottom again. I back stitch at the top and the bottom. And trim your threads as you go so you don't have loose threads. And then I'm going to flip over to the other side. And this time it'll be in the other side of the invisible zipper, like the train track of the zipper foot. And then when you get to the bottom of the zipper, once again, you're going to back stitch, tack it down. And then I'm going to zip my zipper up. So basically I have the zipper in, and then I'm just going to have to sew the bottom seam below it. And we'll tack it down on each side of that.